Today I'm proud to formally announce the launch of Shell Polymers, which is an ambitious addition to the Shell sector in our global portfolio. We understand that our site location gives us unique strategic proximity to our customers, but more importantly, it provides an opportunity to build lasting relationships. We will be sharing a backyard, and we are committed to creating the unrivaled experience for our customers, our employees, and the communities in which they live and work. At Shell Polymers, we are making the experience matter.
From game-changing technologies in the plastics industry,
NPE is the place that everybody comes to find out what's going on and get new ideas and to share and collaborate on things that make our world better.
to building important relationships.
You can develop leads and get new business.
NPE 2018 covers it all. Hi everybody, I'm Andrew McIntosh with NPE Network, sponsored by Shell Polymers. NPE 2018 is the place to see and be seen.
See a whole bunch of different mold shops. Gonna check out the robots and new automation. It's looking pretty awesome.
Trying to do things quicker, faster, with less human intervention. So this is a great place to see that.
We're here looking at some injection molding machines. We are picking one up and it's coming back after the show.
Some nice equipment setups, a big blown film line over here to the right.
It really opens your eyes to, some of the leading edge items that people are having in their shoebox that we can utilize in manufacturing.
Another must-see area on the show floor is the new medical parts processing zone. There's an increasing trend of using plastics in the medical and healthcare industries to create pioneering medical devices, equipment, and treatment items.
If you want to just see medical things, it's great to just be able to go to a spot where you can just see medical stuff that you just really can't see just like browsing the internet.
For us, being in the medical zone, it puts you in a place where you already have people they're coming to you with a need. They're looking for a solution, and that's what we are as a medical solutions and an injection molding solutions provider. So the people are already focused. So in a way, it's kind of doing it's tailoring your audience to what it is you do.
Plastics are essential to the medical industry because everything that we do, we're trying to constantly have that balance of having high performance and improving our products all the time, but having to be very cost sensitive. So it's a constant balance, but it's great working with the suppliers to really get that balance right.
Meanwhile, over in the processor zone, get an up-close look at the innovations and technologies being used to create lighter, stronger, and more durable products. Attendees are learning how to implement these groundbreaking techniques to efficiently transform raw materials into the products consumers use each day.
Everything's been so interesting. There's so many manufacturers, distributors, and different way to do recycled plastic and everything that can be done.
What I found in school is all the technology just keeps going up and up every year on it. Extremely nice people. Can't complain, everybody's more than willing to help.
And over in the 3D, 4D printing zone, witness all the cutting-edge ways manufacturers are approaching new product creation. Take a look at 3- and 4-dimensional prototypes, mold components, and finished parts direct from digital files.
The 3D, 4D zone is just really cool because you get to see so much of how this new technology is being applied to, everything from prototyping, functional molds, maybe prototype molds, functional parts, and just seeing how it's developing so quickly.
Attendees are also digging deeper into the topic at the new 3D printing workshop. It's presented by Additive Manufacturing Magazine and Plastics Technology Magazine. Topics include short-run production, conformal cooling, end-of-arm tooling, and more.
There's a lot of opportunity with this new disruptive technology. With that opportunity is growth for these companies. So the future is right now, and it's a really good opportunity to advance and evolve your business.
It's true that additive opens up such a world of being able to do different shapes and unique designs that traditional manufacturing like CNC or lathing or milling can't do. So being able to have that design for additive in mind helps open up doors.
Looking at machines that other people are using, seeing how they would fit into our environment, and hopefully make something like that work for us.
Shell doesn't know polymers.
They'll never start construction.
Pennsylvania is known for steel, not polymers.
Why fix a system that ain't broke?
Start believing. Shell doesn't know polymers. We're counting on a combined 750 years of industry experience and a sizable investment. They'll never start construction. We're transforming our 386-acre Pennsylvania site right now, putting 6,000 people to work at the height of construction. Pennsylvania is known for steel, not polymers. We're custom building a team of industry pioneers to lead a trained and motivated workforce committed to reshaping the future. And Pennsylvania is a perfect location. 70% of our customers are within 700 miles of our site, creating accelerated logistics for you. Why fix a system that ain't broke? Because we believe reimagining the way business gets done will work better for you, our customer. At Royal Dutch Shell, we have a century of excellence guiding us, and history has taught us our success depends on your success. And so we climb, together, side by side, hand in hand. We're on a mission to reach further than we did before and take daring leaps to push our boundaries. Reshaping an industry isn't easy. Getting to the top never is, but it's the collective effort, the team working together, that will take us to new heights. So start believing in innovation. Start believing in accelerated logistics. Start believing in a smarter, faster future. Start believing in people first. Start believing in what's next. Together, we will create a new landscape, forge new molds, and shape a new future. The innovation of today turns into the technology we use tomorrow, creating a changed view of an industry, a changed view of a product, a changed view of how customers, how people should be treated, making the experience matter. Start believing in Shell Polymers.
Hey everybody, are you ready for an exciting, healthy conversation all about plastics? Well, we're getting ready to give it to you right now. We have Jim Caleri, the editorial director of Plastics Technology Magazine, and Don Lapp, editor of Plastics News. So gentlemen, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
What is all the hub about plastics?
Well, plastics is a omnipresent material. And that's a good thing because it's an important material and it's used in many vital applications in our everyday lives, life-saving applications. But because it's omnipresent and because it is chemical and technical, I think there are some misperceptions about its safety.
Yeah.
And the industry is well aware of that, I think, and I think the industry is taking steps to address those.
So, Don, what are some of those misconceptions since you mentioned it?
Sure. Well, they're not all misconceptions. Some of it is public attitude. It really goes back a long way. People like a lot of things about plastics. They like the convenience. They like the fact that it makes the products that they buy less expensive and more lightweight. There's a lot of advantages to it. At the same time, plastics throughout its history, it's going up against competing materials. So whenever it does that, it always faces challenges. Steel and paper and aluminum. Anytime that they initially tackle a new application, there's pushback from that. So that's part of it. Part of it is the association with chemicals and the fact that there's chemicals in plastics. And sometimes the chemicals can have problems, sometimes that there are issues. The plastics industry over a long period of time has been doing a lot of work to alleviate those and take out things like lead stabilizers and things like that. But the public isn't always aware of sort of what the current situation. I can give you an example. A lot of people share things on social media about plastics and being concerned about plastics, and they'll share, they'll say things like, it's not safe to leave your water bottle in your car in
the
a hot
garage.
day. Right, and they'll talk about BPA. Well, most people, if they're talking about water bottles, there's no BPA in a PET water bottle, but they don't understand that. They don't understand the chemistry of it,
So,
and
Jim,
so
do
it's
you
just
agree with that,
misconceptions.
I agree with that, and I actually have a personal story, and I think it ties to what we need to accomplish as an industry. My own daughter consumes bottled water, as do most people. Only she has a habit of not consuming it completely, and she brings water in her car, and she'll finish half a bottle, and she'll throw it on the driver's side, and she'll get another bottle, and she'll finish half of that. And at one point in time, another member of my family said to her, I don't know what your plans are with those half-consumed bottles of water on the floor, but please, whatever you do, don't drink them, because the chemicals that are in that bottle are going to leach into the water, and you're going to be drinking poison.
Wow.
And I said, my gosh, this is my own family with this misunderstanding. And
so that's not true.
no, that's not true. And to Don's point, yeah, the industry has been very good about communicating the truth and the facts and the science to each other, but not really that effective in communicating that to the outside world. And I think we need to start to change that conversation proactively.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to give you one of mine that I've heard so many times before, that when I'm done with the water bottle, sometimes I'll just fill it up again.
Right.
I'm not supposed to do that. That's what I was told. Is that true or not true?
The plastic isn't going to cause a problem there. I mean, it eventually, over a long period of time, it will, but you're probably not going to reuse that plastic. But most of those, if you're talking about a single-use bottle, you shouldn't be reusing it forever.
So, but I can fill it
But you
back
can't
up.
fill it
Okay,
back
good.
up.
So that's a misconception.
I do the same thing.
Okay.
You can, but if you fill it with tap water, then you're going to have another kind of problem.
Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go, right? So what other misconceptions are out there about plastics in the water?
Well, another common one when we talk about marine debris is a very important issue, and there's a lot being done on it, but it's still a major issue. But one of the things that comes up frequently are microplastics in cosmetics, and there's been a lot of discussion about that. And I think what the public doesn't realize is that the companies who make cosmetics are already voluntarily not using the microbeads in those cosmetics anymore. So there's been a lot of, like state legislatures have been banning a product that no longer exists.
What are your comments on that?
Don is on point as usual, but going back to changing the conversation a bit and being proactive, I think a perfect example of what we can do as an industry is obviously talk to our friends, talk to our colleagues. I think at barbecues, when we tell people we're in the plastics industry, they kind of recoil. But you take as a case in point what Snapple recently decided. I think you spoke to them recently. I mean, they converted their Snapple bottle, iconic glass plastic bottle, to PET. And I'm sure there's going to be some gasps among some consumers when they see that. But what they probably don't realize is that the bottle is extraordinarily lighter than the glass bottle. Obviously, it's not going to break. It's going to cost less money to transport. So we really have to get the story out about our industry and have people look at the big picture. And that's incumbent on us, frankly.
Exactly. And so you're saying that there are some changes being made. So in your opinion, what can the industry do to continue to make better strides and shed the light on the industry? Make it better. We want to make it better.
Sure. And I think that most people in the industry do feel like they are environmentalists at heart, and they want to be able to tell that story. But they need to get the information. They need to have information. The Plastics Industry Association is working on that. They've got an effort here at the show where they're trying to recruit workers, many workers in the industry, to become ambassadors on behalf of the industry.
Yeah.
So that it is underway. I think that as there becomes more public awareness, more criticism, then the people in the industry will be stepping up and doing that.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. It seems like you guys have similar views. I thought you were going to be opposing views there, but
I could pick a fight with Don if you want.
well, we don't want to do that. We just want you to agree, and of course we want everything to be better with our plastics industry. So thank you so very much for sharing your time with us.
Appreciate it.
All right, awesome. Keep watching us right here at NPE Network.
Our planet has over 7 billion people. In one way or another, we are all neighbours. And as your neighbour, we care about the community in which you live. Our focus is to help you and your business do more. We created a sealed, refillable container solution offering local pickup and delivery to eliminate the industrial waste from colour containers, where processors otherwise have to deal with a full tractor-trailer of waste per year just to colour a single product, solving an ongoing issue in our towns. Thereby reducing your headaches, costs, and colour usage. Our passion is using technology to solve problems for our customers. Overcolouring is a frustration that we understand. That's why we have applied gravimetric metering technology to our liquid colour solutions. Running smaller colour jobs is important to satisfy your customers, which is why we built an automated production system that allows for exact order sizes. Productivity increases with complete control of your colour usage. This is why we have developed Global Tracker, a cloud-based colour management software available anytime, anywhere. Our mission is to be sustainable from start to finish. It's how we make, meter, and maintain colour into your process. Our business is to help your business, where your community is our community. And together we can reduce the industrial waste in our neighbourhood. No matter where you are, our model works. We help make a difference. Riverdale Global is your neighbour.
Hey everybody, I'm Cecily Wilson with NPE Network, and we are here today joined by Matt Boulanger with Rock Tools. Tell us more about what we have here.
Rock Tool is a heat and cool technology. We have a unique induction heating technique to heat the mold very quickly, and also we can cool down very quickly, and we get rid of defects on plastic parts.
Okay. And if you would, tell us more about what we have here.
Sure, so this year we wanted to bring the technology on site, and really it's all about education, showing what the technology can do. So we came with a part that kind of summarized a little bit all of the issues that we can have, like a weld line, or blush, or sink marks, or having a hard time to reach the right surface quality. So we're going to do that all week, and we're going to have fun. We're going to have our customers, we're going to have new manufacturers that never heard of us, and show them how we can get rid of defects just by heating the mold using induction heating. So the Rock Tool technology also, one of the main purpose is to try to get rid of secondary operation. There are a lot of paint, film that you have to use sometime. We're trying to get rid of all of it, having the plastic part perfect just outside of the mold.
Yeah, and so when you think of plastic parts perfect, what is this that we have right here?
So this is for the NPE. We did this in collaboration with a customer, Flex, and we said, okay, well, if we are able with the technology to make a complex part, such as this one, like a half a sphere. Why don't we make a device out of it for fun? And Flex, they were like, all right, let's do it. So we made a sand diffuser and a Bluetooth speaker, and we showed that we can mold this part in one shot without defects, with the top surface quality, no weld line, and then out of it make a device. Our customers made a device out of it, and they integrated some LED lights. So yeah, we're excited. It's really cool to see not only a plastic part, but that turns into a real device during the show.
Yeah, absolutely. So you are literally revolutionizing the industry.
We hope so. I mean, we've got the passion, and we're excited about this technology, you know. And in the last 2 years, many more users.
Thank you again for being here, Matt. Thank you for all of the information. And thank you for joining us. I'm Cecily Wilson with NPE Network.
The plastics industry is answering the call to help build safer, lighter, more eco-friendly vehicles. The three trends in automotive plastics include 3D printing, sustainability, and lightweighting. The latter is helping with improving gas mileage and the electrification of vehicles.
For making an electric vehicle, a full electric vehicle, those batteries weigh like 1,200 pounds. And so because the batteries are so heavy, you've got to figure out ways to take weight out of other parts of the vehicles. And therefore, there's more and more plastics potentially being used to take out some of the metal parts that might be heavier.
Yeah, lightweighting is important because the OEMs are trying to drive better fuel efficiency. In the US, we have the corporate average fuel efficiency standards, the CAFE standards. They're very active in developing new materials to enable the fuel efficiency. Customers nowadays kind of expect good fuel efficiency.
The plastics industry will also shape the future of driverless cars.
In terms of autonomy, if you think about it, those vehicles will undoubtedly be shared vehicles for the near future, okay? So if you own a car, you know what the interior of the car is like and you keep it to your standard. But if you're sharing a car with someone else, you might not have an interior that you like. Therefore, plastics companies are going to be beginning to look at ways to make it easier to clean those vehicles out in ways that we don't even think about right now.
At LyondellBasell, for nearly 70 years, we have pioneered new technologies, plastics, and chemicals that advance modern life. Today, we continue this tradition of innovation with the introduction of our latest plastics process, Hyperzone PE technology. This proprietary process produces a unique high-density polyethylene plastic that advances solutions to modern challenges, like protecting the purity of water supplies through stronger and more versatile pipes.
We wanted to create a process technology which would be competitive in all dimensions: cost, efficiency, and product performance.
It combines pretty much the best of what we've learned over decades into something new and advanced.
The Hyperzone multimodal high-density polyethylene resin allows the customer to use less plastic to make the same part. Because the material is more resistant to cracks and it's tougher and stronger,
it gives the customer now the opportunity to differentiate their products for the end user.
The world's first commercial Hyperzone polyethylene plant is being constructed in Texas within our LaPorte complex. Startup for the plant is scheduled for 2019, and once in operation, it will produce a world-scale 1.1 billion pounds of polyethylene per year.
During the construction phase in LaPorte, there'll be over 1,000 jobs involved in actually building and constructing the plant. It's strategically located for logistics and easy access into markets in the U.S. and around the world from the LaPorte location. Well, Hyperzone technology is really the next generation of high-density polyethylene. I'm really excited about 20 years from now thinking what Hyperzone will look like and how many people will be operating it and how many products will be made from it.
LyondellBasell's Hyperzone PE plant will produce a better plastic that advances the products our world needs and the positive future we know is possible. We are LyondellBasell, and we are advancing possible.
From heart valves to helmets, the most versatile material in history helps save and protect lives. It's critical for food preservation and disaster response, allowing people to safely get the nutrients and water they need. Lighter and more efficient than many alternatives, it helps reduce waste, energy use, and carbon emissions, reducing our environmental footprint. It's highly regulated and researched, tested again and again for safety. And every day, the creative women and men in this industry work to find new, innovative ways to make these materials more durable, more recyclable, and more versatile. At the heart of health, sustainability, safety, and performance. Can you think of one material that does more?
Helping customers create their own applications. Joining us now to tell us how Krayberg TPE is doing just that is America's Sales and Marketing Director, Kevin Gase. Kevin, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Andrew.
So if you could tell us what Krayberg TPE is all about.
Krayberg TPE is a specialty thermoplastic elastomer compounder. We're defined by our technical service, product quality, custom color capabilities, and our optimized adhesion.
So tell us what you have on display here at NPE 2018.
We are highlighting 3 products. The first is a product that we just released, which is designed for the consumer electronics industry, which has a velvety, silky feel, good adhesion, and high mechanical properties. The second product is a highly transparent FDA with optimized processing. And the third product is for the automotive industry for exterior applications, and it is an EPDM rubber bonding technology.
How are your products transforming the plastics industry?
Krayberg TPE specialization in make-to-order allows us to adapt to the customer's needs in the ever-changing marketplace within the plastics industry.
Thank you so much for your time, Kevin.
Thank you, Andrew.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching NPE Network. I'm Cecily Wilson and I'm super excited because I have here with me today the Director of Regulatory and Technical Affairs, Patrick Krieger with the Plastics Industry Association. Welcome, Patrick.
Good morning.
I'm super excited.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. So why are people excited about bioplastics?
Because they're cool. Because plastics have always been a sustainable material of choice. But bioplastics, by either coming from plants or being produced by bacteria, or even helping me get my kitchen scraps to the community composter, really give us more options in trying to make our world a better place.
Yeah. Well, when you think of all that you're doing, what is bioplastics doing in the industry, in the U.S. industry?
It's growing, which is super appropriate.
That's good, right?
That's what we want. But you know, we recently came out with a Plastics Market Watch report on bioplastics. And in it, we talked about bioplastics being in a growth phase, which we're seeing in increased capacity and production. All of our members are working with new customers in new markets, and they're even commercializing and developing new monomers and polymers. It's a really, really interesting time, and there's a lot going on. So that's why we're here to help.
So there's a misconception that some of the challenges that we have with marine debris can be solved simply by making everything out of bioplastics. Is that the answer?
Actually, no. Bioplastics aren't a silver bullet to all of our environmental solutions. What we really want people to do is make sure that they are disposing of their plastics properly.
So when you think about the challenges of bioplastics, what are they?
You know, there's still a lot of confusion that exists about what is and isn't a bioplastic. Plastics and our members have done a lot to educate people about what that is through our documents, infographics, and even videos or interviews like this. Yeah. On the end-of-life side, we don't really have a great composting infrastructure here in the U.S., but as cities have started to go towards including composting next to trash and recycling, we're seeing a larger growth there, and plastics is going to be there to let people know that bioplastics are a great way to divert food waste from the landfill.
Who knew there were so many different markets of that?
It's amazing, and I've only been doing this for a little while, and I'm just constantly surprised.
Yeah, well, you're showcasing all of that right here at NPE 2018.
And it's a great place to be.
Awesome. Well, Patrick, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We'll see you soon. And thanks for watching NPE Network.
Next Generation Plastics is slated to play a huge role in the recovering housing market. Some of the trends in plastics and construction include new materials, 3D printing, and sustainability. From plumbing and countertops to vinyl exteriors, the use of plastics in home building provides unmatched performance, durability, and design, while increasing efficiency and lowering production costs.
People are investing in new equipment and new technology to make the piping, to make the siding, to make the windows and everything that's needed to build a home these days.
NPE 2018 is all about growing businesses. Here to talk about their growing business is Chensong Group's Eric Egan and Jim Schmitz. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, Andrew.
So tell us what Chensong Group is all about.
Well, Chensong has been producing injection molding machines since 1958. They've been in the U.S. market since 1993, and they really feel they're ready to expand and grow in this market. The U.S. market is the most demanding market, and we believe that if we can succeed in the U.S., then you're good to go everywhere else in America, in the world.
So why is this market, this North American market, so important? Why does it always seem like this is where the demand really is?
It's technology driven, it's cost driven, and so we believe that we have an energy efficient, fast machine that can help our molders make more money. So that's what we're trying to showcase with our machines here at the show.
If you could talk about these machines, what innovation are you bringing to this market?
Well, some of this stuff, especially on the two-platen machines, it's very, very versatile. A lot of times you'll find that many manufacturers only have a couple of injection units to go with a certain platen size, so a customer either has to buy a larger machine than they really need or a smaller one to get something that matches. Chensong's got 14 different clamping units that we can put with 29 different injection units to mix and match to make exactly what you need. The speed on this machine is incredible. The platen can run at 700 millimeters per second, which for a two-platen machine is almost unheard of. And that's the whole thing. We want to get these machines out there because they're very fast, they're very space efficient, and they're very user-friendly.
So it seems like this is something that customers or consumers in North America should really take seriously, correct?
Absolutely. It's one of the better machines on the market, and we've taken NPE to introduce not only our new two-platen machine, but our new JM Mark 6 machine as well.
All right, there's something else we have to talk about. A big anniversary coming up, correct? Can you kind of fill us in on that?
Yeah, it's the 60th anniversary of Chensong. They've been, as I said earlier, been producing machines since 1958. So they're excited to be celebrating their 60th anniversary here at NPE, and it's an exciting time with our new technology moving forward.
Thank you both so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Andrew.
I'm Andrew McIntosh for NPE Network. Helping solve problems before they even start. That's what Intraviz is all about. Here to tell us how they're doing that with some great new technology is Director of Sales and Marketing, Scott Hines. Scott, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
So for those who don't know, tell us what Intraviz is.
We're a market-leading supplier for vision equipment for the inspection of plastic packages. So we focus on equipment to inspect bottles, caps, preforms, labels, and decoration.
And tell us what you're displaying at NPE 2018.
Yeah, our major new introduction is behind us here, the Pre-Watcher 4. So this is for the full-speed inspection of preforms. So what's really new for us is it's a linear system, so we can feed preforms in on rails, also feed them out on rails, and we can inspect at speeds up to 100,000 parts per hour. So the handling system is presenting the preform so there are no blind spots. It also is designed with no change parts required. So you can complete a changeover in about 5 minutes.
Exciting stuff there. Tell us what's new on the inspection side. You have some new innovations there as well, correct?
Yeah, we're really raising the bar for preform inspection with this system. We've got a grand total of 17 cameras doing a full array of inspections all around the preform. We're also expanding what we can expect. We can handle clear, opaque, and even semi-transparent preforms. Here's our new introduction, the Intra 1, which is a turnkey single camera solution. We're also introducing the Spot Watcher S at NPE, which is a system designed specifically for small bottles, perfect for pharmaceuticals, and we made it compact and very cost effective.
So how is this helping your customer be more efficient? These new innovations, tell us how these are helping them.
Yeah, this allows you a way to really monitor your process, and our philosophy is to help our customers prevent problems before they occur.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
You bet.
I'm Andrew McIntosh for NPE Network. Joining us now is BASF New Product Development Manager Jim Reddy. Jim, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Andrew. It's great to be here.
So tell us about some of the new innovations you're bringing to NPE 2018.
Super. Well, one of our themes this year is turning your ideas into ideal solutions, and we have a lot of examples that really showcase that customer collaboration. Some of them that come to mind is the load floor. So we have a honeycomb load floor, which helps with the lightweighting challenges that today's automakers are facing. We also have the world's first all-composite truck trailer system for refrigerated truck trailers, and it features more lightweight, more durable, so they last 2 times as long, and the thermal efficiency is about 25% better. So all of the things you might think you lose from farm to table now can come back and you can be reclaimed. And we have 3D printing. That's another one that you'll see in our booth today. It's a prosthetic leg. And the story is about somebody who needed a custom fit prosthetic leg, as they always do, and it takes so long to get them replaced. Now you can actually take carbon fiber reinforced composites in the shell and custom make it in a fraction of the time. Lastly, we have our new midsole technology for running shoes. We have the Adidas Boost, which is based on our Infinergy technology. We have the Brooks Leviton DNA, which is another sophisticated polymeric resin system that allows for better performance in running. And finally, the Liquid Factory Reebok shoe. So there's a lot to be excited about in these examples.
So are all these innovations out on the market now, or are these things that we have to wait for the future to come?
They're all on the market today, commercially available. And it's really an exciting time because it does showcase the connectivity that we have with our customers and coming up with the ideal solutions of tomorrow. And an exciting new piece of equipment that we have at the booth is the Cobot. That's under our Industry 4.0 pillar to the theme. And it's really interesting because it's made from lightweight materials. It's revolutionizing the processes in our industrial applications for creating better things, more efficient cycle times for our customer to help them make their products better, right?
So how are these disruptive technologies revolutionizing the market?
Well, one step at a time, really. It's not easy to do when you have an entrenched kind of marketplace that's used to one way of doing things with traditional materials. A disruptive technology is something that really addresses the current needs of the customers, and we're seeing that a lot with lightweight solutions. We're seeing that with the improved processes for making the materials, and our customers are loving it.
Thank you so much for your time, Jim.
You're welcome.
With so much to see and do, make sure to share your memories with the official show hashtag NPE 2018. Here's something you can share on social media. Commercial Plastics Recycling has picked up around 230,000 pounds of scrap plastic. It's all in an effort to meet the 100% waste diversion goal at NPE 2018. This recycling effort is taking place in the Westwood parking lot, and you're invited to see it for yourself. Thanks for watching NPE Network, sponsored by Shell Polymers. I'm Andrew McIntosh.
Hey there. Sustainability is the word of the day here at NPE 2018. And to help us with the conversation is Holly Alexander, with a part of corporate sustainability with Eastman. Hi, Holly.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm well. Thanks for being here.
Great, thank you.
All right, sustainability. What's that all about?
Sustainability is such an exciting topic, right? And particularly being here, it's been fantastic being surrounded by so many folks who recognize the value of plastics, the good that they're bringing in their world, but also really understand that there's a strong degree of responsibility and stewardship that as an industry we all need to work towards to try to make sure that these materials are used appropriately.
And what is Eastman's main goal or focus?
So Eastman is a material supplier, and so we have a variety of different materials, and we've been working in the thermoplastic space for quite a while, and we've made transitions over the last couple of years to more durable goods. So from Eastman's standpoint, we try to make sure that we really understand the environmental impact of our products. We have dedicated specialists who focus on life cycle analyses, and we've conducted LCAs on about 3/4 of our products in our specialty plastics portfolio. So we're really excited about that work. So we have great data we can share, but we also recognize that through collaboration and partnership and the work that we do with other people, that's how we can get together and really solve these complex, complicated challenges.
So that's the main reason why you're here at NPE.
Absolutely. So my role, I actually have a interesting title. I am a manager for strategic initiatives
what does that mean?
Right, in our corporate sustainability group. So basically it means whatever we want it to mean, but it's we're trying to find out the things that we can do to have the most impact. So we're looking for those right partners and the people that we can work with to try to build and create recycling streams and to try to make sure that our products are sustainably sourced. So really looking for all those right people to help us create the best portfolio for today and for tomorrow.
The words that we've been hearing a lot about is marine debris and how plastics play a role in that. What's your focus and your stance on that?
Well, it's obviously it's a waste management issue in many cases, right? Because I don't think any of these plastics are generally designed to land in that space. So actually had the opportunity to listen to the keynote presentation at Refocus yesterday. Oliver from Dell, and one of the great things that he was talking about what they're doing is the main focus is in two areas, but one is to first kind of stop the leakage and prevent the materials from getting into the stream, but then also trying to figure out what we can do to pull them out. So Eastman tends to play in a lot of durable applications, and while we recognize as a plastic producer, we need to get involved in this, and we're doing some exploration and looking, but it's all going to be through collaboration. These are problems that are big enough that nobody can really solve them alone.
Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
It does. It absolutely does.
Okay, Holly, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. We'll be right back.
The power of extreme performance plastics. Here to tell us more about the trends in that market is ExxonMobil's Alicia Crown. Alicia, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having us, Andrew. We are really excited to be here at NPE, and the market trends are really strong, and we think about them a lot because they underpin everything that we do. And the first one that I would highlight is growth. Market growth overall is because of urbanization, middle class expansion, and population increase, and that's happening all around the world. But and ExxonMobil in particular is growing along with that market. But with that growth comes challenges, and those challenges are evident in the sustainability trends that we see in the market. And we have a couple of sustainability tech talks here at our booth this week, so you can come and talk to us about those challenges, and we'd be happy to speak more.
So a lot of exciting things you guys have on display this year at NPE 2018.
Indeed, very exciting. First of all, we are launching our Achieve Advanced Polypropylene line of high-performance products. These products allow us to challenge reality and rethink what is possible in a number of different applications. For example, in automotive, traditionally you either had something that was very stiff or you had something that was very tough. But Achieve Advanced Polypropylene bridges the gap and provides something that's 35% tougher without sacrificing stiffness. And that's really critical for OEMs that produce car parts because they can generate cost-effective, durable, and safe materials without using expensive plastomers.
That's very exciting, but there's also a lot of other things too. Kind of hit on some of the other things people can see at the ExxonMobil booth this year.
Well, we also have our Exceed XP When Extreme Performance Matters platform of products on display at NPE. We launched this product family about 2 years ago in 2016 with 6 grades. And in that time, we have trialed with well over 600 customers. The feedback is really exciting. At the booth, we have a number of those customers that have showcased their case studies and their testimonials. So we invite you to come and listen and hear what other customers have had to say so that we can work with you to innovate together. The Exceed XP platform hasn't stopped though. This year at NPE, we're launching Exceed XP 8784, which is a grade that goes even beyond those initial 6 grades that we launched in terms of toughness, processability, and sealability. So it's really the trifecta of what polyethylene products are needing. And then, of course, I don't want to miss our Vistamax product line. Our Vistamax product line is one of the most versatile product lines on the market today. And we have a number of innovations with that, but most importantly, we have solutions that are available to help turn plastic waste into value. Because as I mentioned earlier, sustainability is a big concern in our industry, and Vistamax helps mechanically recycled plastics perform amazingly well that you can't get with any other product.
Well, a lot to look forward to here at NPE 2018. Thank you so much for your time, Alicia.
Yes, thank you, Andrew.
Plastics is focused on making a positive impact. It's why we support the entire plastics industry. We believe in innovating to make a difference in the world. We believe in creating connections that empower our collective voice. We believe in sustainable practices and sustainable business growth. We're an organization with an accomplished past and a promising future. And we're here to advocate for you, educate people with you, impact policies with you. The advancements we enable, the possibilities we create, the lives we change for the better, just like hers. Let's make a positive impact. Let's show the world what we can do together. Plastics, better industry, better world.
From cleaning molds to surface product finishing, ColdJet makes cleaning cool. Here to tell us more about this innovative product is ColdJet's Steve Wilson. Steve, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Andrew. Thanks for coming. Welcome to ColdJet.
Thank you. So what exactly is ColdJet and how does it work?
ColdJet is a manufacturer of dry ice production equipment for those who need to produce dry ice, and also blasting equipment where you take that dry ice, you use it as a media to clean things. For those people who want to clean dry, they want to be non-abrasive, and they don't want any secondary waste. The process works basically around 3 principles that everybody in the industry agrees to. There's a kinetic energy that I use, the acronym ICE. The I in ICE is just the impact of that shaved particle hitting the contaminant and then micro-cracking the contaminant. Second, it's very cold. Dry ice is minus 109 degrees, so it is cold. There's the coefficient thermal expansion contraction to similar materials. You've got the kinetic energy micro-cracking it, the thermal properties shrinking the contaminant, causing it to embrittle, it lets go of the substrate. Then on impact, dry ice has this unique characteristic as well as being cold. It sublimates, it expands about 800 times in size when it strikes the contaminant. So that little explosions on the surface take place. So I've micro-cracked it, shrunk it, and then have these little explosions go on the surface. That's how the process works.
So you kind of talked about some of the benefits, but tell us more about the benefits that your customers get from using this technique.
This technique in the plastics and rubber composites type applications are mostly centered around 5 different principles. One is just to improve productivity. You're chasing OEE scores, trying to improve, minimizing downtime. It's faster. It's usually at least 4 to 6 times, sometimes 10 times faster than traditional cleaning methods. 2, it's a better quality clean. Low coefficients of friction, dry ice gets into places and is able to clean very complex, tight geometries of molds that is very difficult to clean. You'd be getting Q-tips and pipe cleaners out. It's very slow and tedious. So it's more productivity, better quality. You're going to save money because the cleaning material, dry ice, is cheaper than a lot of solvents. And you're going to save money on the labor because it's faster. You're going to extend the asset life of the tool. Dry ice cleaning's non-abrasive. No more rubbing on things with abrasive pads or stones and you're wearing off shutoffs and parting lines causing flash down the road. Lastly, the benefit is it's environmentally green. This is something that's naturally found in our environment. It's what we exhale every time we breathe. And you're no longer using chemicals that contain harmful VOCs that people don't want in their factory. And when those chemicals, if you're using regs, those regs are going to landfills. So companies trying to just stay green. Those are really the 5 primary reasons for using the technology.
Wow, really interesting stuff. Thank you so much for your time, Steve.
Thank you so much, Andrew. I appreciate your time.
Hey there, do you recognize this? No, not the face, but the case. It's OtterBox, and yes, we have OtterBox right here with us today. Paul Walker, thank you for being here. Let's talk about OtterBox.
Let's talk about OtterBox.
Right?
Yeah.
Why here? Why NPE?
So NPE is a place where you can find pretty much anything related to plastics, tooling, suppliers, secondary equipment. So, you know, we're here on a technology investigation.
Yeah.
So I basically, this show, we've got 20 guys on my team here looking at specific technologies, whether it's materials, injection machines, suppliers, tooling. Yeah, we have a need for that. So we're taking advantage of this show where everybody comes together and try to network and build our supply base.
So does that mean that there's something new out of the box for OtterBox?
We're always inventing something new, right? And we're always trying to stay up on the leading technologies. The thing that we strive for in our business is time to market. Everything is time to market, right? So we have to find materials that are predictable, tooling that we can build fast, suppliers that are capable, because if we miss our time to market opportunity and the window's gone, we lose sales.
Yeah.
So
are there any challenges that you're seeing in the industry?
I think for me is a material. Right now we're looking at materials. We're specifically looking at new TPE materials, and we're trying to find a clear TPE, TPU that doesn't stain and it stays clean and looks nice over time.
Yeah.
We're also looking at just new PC materials, ones that'll be more robust.
Well, we're so super happy that you're here at NPE 2018.
No,
Thank you for being here.
You bet. My pleasure. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you get your OtterBox.